to a new episode of BLOC News, a different way to discover what's going on in the art scene. Well, international as well, worldwide galaxy. Yes. But first, let's think outside the block. In today's ep, we're going to check about the latest podcast that Marina Abramovic just launched in collaboration with Christie's and the Art newspaper. As well, we're going to talk about the online viewing rooms. Are these enough to bring out the full experience that we used to have when we attended to a fair for the entire day? Are these fair enough for all the galleries that are participating in fairs? And in local news, of course, we're going to talk about, and you'll know more about, our fundraising event, Dona con Arte. So stay around. Dona con Arte is the fundraising event that we just recently launched with Anikem. Anikem is the association that helps child burn victims. More than 10 Peruvian artists, one Argentinian and one Spanish, are participating of this amazing, great cause. You can purchase art pieces starting from $150 and up, and even some of these art pieces will go up to 85% of the donations to the rehabilitation and treatment of these victims. Let's take a look to some of the art pieces available. Chimu Fox, or Zorro Chimu by Emilio Longhi, is a sculpture made out of bronze, blue agathas on the eyes, and crystal in the middle as a third eye. Master Victor Delfin is participating on this cause with Búho Mirador. This beauty of owl is made out of iron and bronze. Claudia Cafarena's sculpture is made out of steel, bronze, and porcelain. Such a delicate piece that resembles to the Huaca Pugliana. A huaca was a sacred place during the Inca times. In Aisha Ascóniga's art piece called La Lucha de las Tinieblas, she explains about how we all struggle with our identity during time. Now, one of the weekly news that really captured my attention, it was the interview that was done to Boris Vervoort of Vervoort Gallery from Belgium. And it was about the use of online viewing rooms among other strategies. Let's wait for the helicopter. This interview was done by the Art newspaper, and I'm going to quote this because I find that it's very interesting point of view. You can always click away from a website. The Belgian dealer says that there is nothing new about selling digitally, which is correct. I find it correct. Even at a physical fair, you are showing works on iPads, sending images over email, texting clients. The difference is that the audience was a captive one. Means that it was a new one, right? Now, based on our own experience. When you go to a fair, you spend more than an hour exploring, sharing, chatting, listening, learning, right? You get the chance to literally connect in a physical platform. How about when you only have online viewing rooms? How about when collectors just click on the names of the galleries that they already know of, or maybe those that people recommend to them? They won't get the chance to literally walk the entire fair digitally. Do you think so? I'm going to throw an open question, as I always do, and I love to do this. It's do you think that we still need the physical platform to obtain that experience, to purchase the art piece? Leave your comment below. Another con that supports what I just mentioned is that there is less discovery in this type of setting. Yes, you don't have the wow factor anymore. You don't have the discovery, of the first time to see that art piece with your own eyes, even to read it, to read the texture out of the piece or whatever that you have in front of you that make that impression. So I think that's very important because you need to connect with your senses and even the energies, Another con, you have to virtually replace the footfall of people just wandering the aisles and coming by the booth that maybe you would have otherwise not seen when they are spending a few hours or a whole day at a physical fair. often sterile experience of online viewing rooms. Sterile, again, that word tells a lot, because it's first of all, it's a steady unless you move. Okay, you gotta control action there. It depends on you. No, it gives you the power to literally control that. But in a small screen, in case if you're using your cell phone. Now in pros, and the first one, it's based in this Belgian art dealer again, so it's European scenery, is that sales are happening. He sold art pieces from 10 grand, $10,000, $70,000. So yes, now we should know more about if it was focused in their own database, if it was part of the database that the fair brought to them. And that goes to the second pro, and that's my own input, is that fairs should be more committed to their inner clientele. Inner clientele to me means galleries. So the galleries, otherwise if they don't get that from them, they will switch to other fairs. They will look for other options. Because, I mean, the fairs as a platform is the most commercial and bluntly commercial side of the art. So is it business or business? Do you bring out the money or you don't have the database? It depends on how richful the database and the collectors and the visitors are for the gallery at the end. And another pro based in this interview is that photography and prints have been all time very easy to be sold digitally. So in this case, I would recommend to every one of the people that are looking to sell, if you're a gallery or if you are an art dealer or if you're a photographer or a person that has prints as well, silkscreen prints, mixographies, etc., etchings, you have to focus more in those type of art pieces because digitally is more easy to sell. One last quote that I have to share it with you about this man, and I just fell for his mind. I'm going to do more research about this guy, is the next one. We are all in a kind of introspective time now, a period of revision. This worldwide slowdown was maybe necessary to bring us back to why we do this. Bringing Chung Chang-sook's work here is a return to our origin and a reminder of the importance of living with art in an acutely personal way. You get there in the second part of that paragraph, a passive-aggressive sales technique, for sure. And as promised, here it is, Marina Abramovic's podcast in collaboration with the Art newspaper and Christie's. So, here you go.
It didn't disturb my life at all. I actually, I live like a modern nomad. I travel from place to place. I've been taking, the every hotel room as my own place. And because body is actually my only place that I relate to. And in every circumstances I work, and most of the time I work in isolation. So to me, these circumstances really didn't change my way of living. The only thing that changes is a relational communication with the people, because now is a social distance, is everything become more through the media and technology. But it's not so bad at all. You can also send telepathic messages to your friends.
But also, your work anyway has always pushed and pulled between extremes of sort of collaboration and groups and communities and isolation. Those are two extremes that you've always pushed at, right?
Really, what is problem right now that the people live in fear, and the people love to organize their life and to know everything what they're going to from now till they die. And this is not possible. This is such an uncertain situation. How long is going to be taking this close situation? And no possibility to travel, is also uncertain. But I love uncertainty. I love the idea that people should really learn to live here and now and just think about the present time as the only actually reality we have. Because we always think that we have other realities. We always think that we have other futures. But, I always say to myself, what if an asteroid just fall out of the sky and we all dead, in next few minutes? The only thing that is certain is now.
So I really hope that you enjoyed this little surprise that I had for you. And happy Mother's Day. No, I'll scratch that last word. Happy Mother's Life. Yes, because it's a every single day job. Oh yeah. Remember, keep safe, be skeptic, question everything, and what else? Think outside the block.